Ich war kein Football Cast, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, have passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And this is the post-game podcast of USC versus Oregon. USC came out with the loss 42-27, and this effectively seals our deal when it comes to making the playoffs. So let's go ahead and let's just rip the bandage off. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and introduce the guys here. On my right, of course, we got B. Jones. How's it going, B. Jones? Yeah. All right. That's cool. All right, guys. How you doing down there?
Doing good for the most part. Yeah.
All right, and Raul, how we doing over there?
I mean, doing as good as we can be, I guess. I mean, it sucks to lose, but not the end of the world, right? So
Yeah.
So I mean, other than that, enjoying my Sunday, family time, so not too bad.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's a bummer and definitely not what we all wanted, and it is what it is. But we'll go ahead and break it down. We're gonna go by the quarters here, and we got a special question in the fourth quarter, and I'll definitely put up a poll here in a second. But yep, let's go ahead and get started here. So USC lost 42-27, and it was definitely rough. We weren't balanced at all, but let's go ahead and get into this here. First quarter offensive thoughts and grades here. We'll start with B. Jones.
Offensive thoughts. We started pretty good, man.
Fix your microphone. You're still bringing it a little
forward. How's that?
Yep, there you go. That's good.
All right. So yeah, we started okay. I think we did a pretty good job trading blows back and forth with these guys. Jaden did his thing, 360. Of course, he had some balls that he would like back, I'm sure. But overall performance, you can't really complain. We did enough on the offensive side to do what we went in there to try to accomplish. Even though we couldn't get the run game going, that's something that we're going to address moving forward. But all in all, offense, I give him a C plus, maybe B minus.
C plus, B minus. Okay. All right, Guns.
What was your grade, B. Jones?
No, yeah, let's say B minus.
Okay, B minus.
Okay, sorry. I saw gauge myself. Okay, yeah. I mean, my thoughts on the offense is really the run game, right? The run game I think kind of wasn't what we wanted, right? We're averaging close to 200 yards per game, and we got 52 yards total. Would have been very nice to see more of Jaden's running in the game. He only had 4 carries. I think that's something, if you want to harp on Lincoln about in terms of play calling. I know there's other things you guys want to complain about him with, but in terms of play calling, I think that's it. You kind of seen early on, honestly, that the run game wasn't going. So if we could have, put in some more QB runs and whatnot, would have been great to see. Obviously, 2 interceptions hurt, but I mean, he's trying to make plays out there, man. He's just, he's a gunslinger, right? We've always said that. He's always going to, throw into very, very tight windows. He's going to probably stare down some receivers here and there, but he's just a gunslinger. So all in all, yeah, I'd say a B minus, maybe C plus. And again, just goes down to the run game, man. If we had a better run game, this would definitely been a tighter game.
Definitely. Yeah. All right, Raul. You're on mute.
I mean, overall offense, like B. Jones said, we started off the game well. Fortunately, that pace didn't continue throughout the game, but we did trade blows with them early on. Wish some of the play calling was slightly different on certain particular drives, but overall, I think the offense on in terms of passing did their thing. People complain about Jaden, throwing picks. I could only give him one. If I'm not mistaken, it was only 2 picks, right?
Yeah, 2 picks.
2, yeah.
So like, I have to rewatch the game, but like them complaining about his picks. One, it was I clearly remember one of them was on 4th and 9 or 4th and 10, so you had to throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
So regardless, he threw it up in hopes that his player grabbed it and caught the ball. And if he didn't, we were going to turn the ball over regardless. So I don't know why people are giving Jaden a hard time. I think he did well. Could he done better? Sure, but overall, I thought he performed well and based on what we had going at the time. Running game was very disappointed on that. We didn't do much on the running game, but we were shorthanded on the O line, and Oregon has a good D line. I mean, we can't deny that. We knew that going into the game that it wasn't going to be an easy game. So I don't know what fans were expecting in terms of our offense. It's not like we're not going to get stopped at all. So I think that our running game wasn't there, but we had the passing game. If we had other players that were injured, like, Waymon this game, I think it would have made a huge difference in terms of the running game. But, overall, I would probably give the offensive grade a C+, just because, our running game was non-existent really throughout the game.
Yeah. And also, let's go ahead and factor this in because we definitely need to talk about it as well. But we'll talk about special teams in this because that definitely was a situation that kind of hurt us in this game. But we can put that in with the defensive side of it. But yeah, I want to give a C+, B-, borderline at that point. We proved that their secondary is not as good as everyone thinks it is. We were throwing all over them, and Tanuk Hines had a breakout game. Shout outs to him. I won't mention anyone else's name because we'll talk about breakout players later. But Jaden did his thing. He was slinging it, and the interception you were talking about, Raul, that was a 4th and 9, and it was way downfield. Like he threw it all the way to like the 30-yard line, so it was effectively a punt at that point for us. And the one that he just threw, the guy just undercut it, and I think he had some pressure going in his face. So definitely something that he probably wish he would have had back for that one. But he was balling out there. He was doing what he could. He made a lot of good throws as well that kept us in this game. So people who were complaining about Jaden, I haven't seen much of that, but granted, I've been staying away from social media because I know our fans like to turn real quick. So I don't want to go off on any fans out there. So, but yeah, overall, like if we could have had the run game, I think this could have been a lot different. But it definitely sucks that we also had another key piece go down in the middle of the game. So that's definitely not what you want to see in the middle of a key game. So, yeah. Anything else we want to talk about when it comes to the offense?
Yeah.
Before we move on, go for it, B. Jones.
Yeah. So just to what Guns was saying about Jaden running the ball, I need Lincoln and Jaden to both understand that him pulling it down and taking off is going to keep the defense honest. You don't have to do it all the time, but just every now and then, just to keep them in check.
Yeah.
And let them know that, hey, I can't do this. You know what I mean? So I better chill out off the edge. So
yeah, because the number. Or go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that that walk-on linebacker, he was cutting in so fast. Like he was not even looking for the running back or the quarterback to pull the ball. Like he was literally just biting down on the running back. If he would have just pulled that ball a few times, that guy would not be just shooting to the backfield on the inside. Rather than if Jaden would have just pulled it just a few times at that point, it definitely would not have been an easy. It would have took a defensive player out of the gaps at that point.
Exactly. So we're not asking Jaden to be something he's not. He's not a dual threat. He's not. But he does have running ability.
Yeah.
So we're not asking him to be we're asking for him to run enough to keep the edges honest.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's hard to take down. Like you're not going to really take him down with the one guy. Like a cornerback's not going to take him down. If anything, it's going to have to be a linebacker or just a whole bunch of players pushing him out of bounds. He does not go down easily.
Yeah, and then just not to get too far off topic, but I see a few comments in the chat regarding being close. Like, I don't know what you guys mean by that, or if Lincoln Riley said we're close. He's not lying. We are close.
But that's not what these fans want to hear. They want instant gratification.
Like, I don't know what your definition of close is, but if you would have won this game, and then we win the UCLA game, we make the playoffs. So we were basically a game away from actually making the playoffs, more than likely. Because a 10-2 season would get us in the playoffs. So, in my opinion, that's the definition of being close.
Yeah. We just fell short.
Yeah, we fell a little short. Unfortunately, the team, didn't have the season that we thought they could. I don't think the D-line's overrated at all. I think they're good. They're young. We're still working on depth. Like I think one of the guys said that this game taught us, and then throughout the season, that we're still missing depth in key positions, and it's part of recruiting, right? And that's why we're taking a big ass class this year.
Yeah.
Because we know that we're missing certain pieces and the experience there, which we all knew we didn't have. We knew we were young.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what fans are expecting. Like a 9-3 season, if once we win next week, it's an improvement from last year. Do we want to be a 9-3 team? No, we don't. We want to make it to the playoffs and eventually, get to the championship game and win it all.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Well, see, the fact, I don't think it's depth that we're lacking. I think it's more just experience. I feel like the experience wasn't there to be in that kind of stadium and that kind of atmosphere. It was definitely a rocking stadium. And so I think we have the depth. I just think that
we don't have not necessarily Blackiechainz. I have to disagree on that because Tompkins is a little light, could be on the defensive line, right? Like we've been saying. And then aside from that, everyone else is freshmen, right? Silver.
That's what I'm saying, experience.
Yeah, experience. But that's what I'm saying. We don't have the depth in terms of experience because when I say depth, I count it both ways, right? Like we have young guys there, but they're not experienced and they might not be fully ready to take on that.
That's what I'm saying.
That role, right?
That's literally what I'm just saying right now. I'm just saying that we don't have the experience. They're young.
That's why, but it's still not depth.
Then
the depth's
we're
not
saying
there
the same
too.
thing. We're just not saying it the same way that we.
Yeah, correct. It's so I agree with that, right? And then I lost a little bit of train of thought here, but let's see. I was looking at something in the comments regarding Harvey and then missing out on certain players who you guys or some of the fans failed to realize that Chad Bowden was not here yet when that first portal window opened up. So unfortunately, we were playing catch up in terms of retention or going after players who we wanted. So sure, Silver didn't perform as we wanted him to, but Silver might have not even been Chad Bowden's guy to go after in the portal. So keep that in mind in terms of that we missed on players. That wasn't on Chad Bowden. That was in the previous. I don't know what's the proper terminology, but previous administration running the show there. So
So do you guys do you guys think that we don't have the talent on the defensive line right now?
There's certain pieces I feel like we need to add on. But like I said, we can continue this conversation towards the end of the show. That to not get too far off topic, but just wanted to address it briefly just because I saw the comments. But, I think regardless of what fans are saying, and I know it sucks, I feel like the program is trending in the right direction. Like Lincoln has grown from last year.
Well, since we're talking about defense, let's just go into the defensive portion of it here. So, give us your defensive thoughts and grades then.
Defensive, I'll give it 2 grades. First half, I would have to give it a probably I'll give it an F. Honestly, the first half, we didn't stop them at all. We give
a whole grade though, not just a half. A whole grade.
The thing is hard, right? Because the first half we didn't stop them at all. The second half, had we played like we did in the second half, we just dug ourselves too deep of a hole on the road. But we actually created some stops, some turnovers in the second half. So if I had to average it out, probably like a D plus.
Okay.
Because I would probably give it like a C in the second half and then an F in the first half. So that averages out to like a D.
Yeah, I just want a whole grade. Like we'll talk about all of it, but like we just got to give a full grade because we could do half a grade for offense and half a grade for the second half. I mean, for the first and second half for the offense, but we're giving a whole ass grade for the whole offense, regardless, for first quarter through the fourth quarter. So let's give it through the whole thing. So Guns, give us your thoughts and grade.
For me, my thoughts is, again, we couldn't stop much. I obviously didn't understand in the second half there was some adjustments we had to turn over, but overall, it's just kind of the same story. They ran all over us pretty much, about almost 180 yards. Did what they want for the most part on the passing down. Honestly, I think the interception, I could be completely wrong. I'm not an expert out here, but I don't think Urlacher was supposed to be there. I think he was supposed to be on the flat, and that's kind of why he so there was some miscommunication basically, and we got lucky, right? That's just my thoughts, but it just wasn't a great performance. And in terms of defense talent, experience, depth, yes, I agree. We need more depth, need more experience, need more talent. Yes, we are close to playoffs. No, we're not close to national championships. Obviously, that's what everyone's trying to talk about and all that. But in terms of the defense, there's definitely some improvements that need to be made and will be made. My grade, I'll say a D plus.
Yep. B. Jones?
Yeah, I'm have to agree with the fellas, man. D plus for me as well. The bottom line, man, Coach Lynn, it don't matter what scheme he draws up. Guys have to tackle.
Yep.
Guys have to be guys, man. No matter what the play call is, what formation it is. At the end of the day, the see ball, get ball. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't do that well enough. Linebacker core was just atrocious, man. There's no other way to put it. It was an atrocity out there. D-line wasn't that bad. They weren't getting blasted off the ball or nothing like that. But they weren't getting penetration at all either. So, there's still some things we have to work out, obviously. And I think we'll be addressing those in the portal. It's off season. And obviously we got, a great class coming in. But we have to – this game just proved that we're just not ready yet in the trenches. More specifically in the defensive line. The offensive line didn't do great either, but the interior defensive line, man, we just have to address that. I feel like we have players that would be better suited on the outside playing inside because we have to out of necessity. So if we can, we just don't have to. We don't have to go back at it again, go back to the drawing board, and try to address that again this year through the transfer portal. Because
Yep.
we didn't get the result that we thought we'd get. As far as
Oh, go ahead.
no, you got
Yeah, I definitely would give this a D. I don't even know if I'd give it a D plus, but like we would be good down in distance or so every once in a while. Like we'll have a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, and then it would be just an easy hitch route outside, and it'd be easy for them. So, and the tackling was atrocious. We were bouncing off the running backs, like it was bad. So it definitely sucked for this one. This one really hurt. We just couldn't get off the field. We got off the field maybe at the very beginning of the second half. So I thought the second half adjustments were going to be enough to help us kind of claw our way back into this here. But Kenny and Sadiq just kind of killed us across the middle, which is what we kind of feared, especially when we were out Bishop and Kamari. And it definitely sucks when we're out those key players, especially when we know that if you put pause on what's his name, Dante or whatever, he's going to throw those interceptions. And I feel like we could have capitalized that if we were more healthy in that aspect. But Christian Pierce still did a good job, but we still had a lot of kind of inexperience, kind of penalties that hurt us. And we didn't talk about, you guys didn't mention it, but the kickoff return or the punt return was just egregious. That should not have happened. Granted, I saw a hold, but we all know like that refereeing, the refs were just odd with whatever they were calling them. They would call certain things that were ticky-tacky, and then they would just call things, or then they wouldn't call things that were obvious. So it was just, they were very weird when it came to their what they decided to penalize. But we had a lot of issues going back to the offense, like some of the penalties, the what is it called, technical fouls that we had, or unnecessary roughness that that was just like spinning the ball. That should not have been a penalty. Like just because it was not in the end zone and you spun the ball, like you get mad at that. Like, come on. But the whole thing that happened on the sideline on the Ducks, that should not have been a thing. Like, I don't know what he was thinking at that time. I know you may have wanted the ball back, but bro, you just gotta let it go.
Yep. I mean, and like you said, then just to go back to the punt thing, it was a clear hold in my opinion.
Yep, on the outside.
Yep, and when and that opened up the hole for the returner, right? And then second, like I was talking to Guntz about this, the punt was terrible. There's no
horrendous.
It was terrible. So that sucked, right? So one, we didn't get the holding call, and then two, our punter didn't give us time to get there.
Yeah. Also, from what I saw something on Twitter saying that the leaping over the punts or whatever, or the kick
was actually
not have been a penalty. Like if you did it through the gap, it doesn't count. But if you do it over the center, that's when it counts.
I mean, I get it, but then there was no point on taking that.
Yeah, he should not have.
I mean, at that point, that was like why. That's like leaving it up to the refs to potentially call it. So it's like you at that point you just jump high, and if you catch it, cool. If not, so be it. That was terrible because
I don't want them to try to jump the route or the field goal anymore. I feel like we've been penalized on that multiple times. The whole situation with Carlon when he jumped over the punt unit or whatever, and they called him for that, even though they
Walter
Walter. Sorry, Carlon, but yeah, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
So when
so,
they did that to him.
So yeah, it was like B. Jones said, we're young and a mistake. The only thing I would have liked from Riley or the staff, even if it's not Riley, just someone else, it's just like go to that player and like chew him up a little bit. Like there's nothing wrong with it, and say, hey, you fucked up. Like you really did. Like you cost us here big. Like
Yeah.
You gotta pretty much get the message across and say don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you like they'll respect you if you do that. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Unless you're like Brian Kelly who wants to like push their player on the ground or something like that. Like that's going too far, but it's okay to get into their face. Like
Yeah, like just letting them know, like light his ass up a little bit and just kind of let him know, like, hey, you fucked up. Now you got to go make up for it.
yeah.
Down later in the game, you got to come
like,
up big for us.
That punt, that kick catch interference or whatever, that should not have happened. Like that, like he clearly waved his hand to kind of signal the fair catch, and I don't know what was going on, why you still hit him. He let up at the very end, but when he realized what he did, but it's just like so many mental mistakes that happened that definitely should not have been there. It just a lot of stuff kind of that kick out of bounds that kind of put them into good what's called field position at that point. Like we've had a lot of special team issues, and I feel like that was the issue for us was special teams. That like that punt return definitely kind of gave them a lot of momentum. So,
and then I'm not saying to bench the player, guys. Never said that. I said you can sit him out for a play and talk to him on the sideline and make him think about the mistake he just made, and now letting him know, now I need you to come up big for us out here. Because, you know, that's what I'm talking about. I understand we don't have the depth. And when I say when we're saying depth here, we're talking championship caliber depth. Like I saw a comment saying like every team has depth. Of course, every team has players in their team. Doesn't mean they're gonna be the quality that we require to be a championship caliber team. So that's what we mean by that.
Here's my bad, Rich. All right, what were you saying?
No, that's what I just wanted to say. That's what I'm talking about, depth. So
here's the thing. When your roster isn't exactly where you want it to be, you better be the most disciplined, most well-conditioned, most, you know what I mean? Just, you know, overall. If we don't take nothing else away from Iowa, we need to take away their discipline. And how they built their team is built to win games on the road. It's not a mistake that they keep winning these games and having winning records year after year. They never have the great talent. You know what I'm saying? But the things that you need to win on the road, that's what they excel in. Running game, special teams, defense. Right? Those are all the things you need as a program. And discipline. I'm sorry. And discipline. Those are the things that you need to win on the road. And Iowa has all that. So we have to add a little Iowa in this program, man. We have to. If we want to get to where we need to go.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like we're starting to see it, but it's not all the way there. And it definitely starts in the weight room. So Coach True, he's only been there for just a handful before we actually started into gameplay. Like what he came in the middle of the summer or right after spring. Is it? Yeah, he came in right after spring, so he didn't have much time with these kids to get the culture of physicality and kind of accountability and all that stuff. So I feel like with the whole offseason and with some additions from the transfer portal, I definitely feel like now that we have Chad Bowden, that they're going to be in this as well for the transfer portal. I think we'll see a lot of we'll keep players also, and we're also going to gain some players in from that transfer portal. So I definitely feel I think Chad Bowden knows exactly what this team needs, especially being at Notre Dame. He knows physicality from their standpoint. He watched over that team, so I definitely feel like he will help us get it right during the offseason, especially after we go 9-3 and we destroy UCLA, because these boys are going to be hungry. They're going to be angry, so they're going to take some of their stuff out on Lil Bro. So Lil Bro, I hope you better be ready.
And I don't know about, like, I'm seeing comments and not just from that from people here in the chat, but like online and everything. I don't personally think our D-line got pushed around like that. Like, we need our linebackers to fill in the gaps to stop the run. It's not necessarily just all on the D-line. It's like our linebackers need to step up and fill in and hit the gaps and do their thing. There's only so much the D-line can do. And if we're not hitting the gaps, the linebackers aren't doing their part, the other teams are going to continue to run the ball, and it's going to be hard to us to get to the quarterback as a D-line, because they're just going to continue to run because they know that the linebackers, are not shooting the gaps appropriately in a timely manner. So yeah, our D-line was a lot bigger this year than it was last year. So I don't know why people keep this narrative that, our D-line soft. There's nothing soft about this D-line.
Yeah. Like this defense statistically has gone better this year. And it wasn't the top 25 that we were hoping, but it's definitely better than 77th in total defense that we were last year. Passing yards allowed last year, we were 98th in the country with 235 on the average. Now we're averaging 100, or let's see, for passing yards allowed, we're at 203. That's 45th in the nation. So we're better on the rush defense, or slightly better on the rush defense, but total defense overall, we've gone better. So it's there, and we are so much in the mindset of what he did at UCLA, but that could have been just a situation that he fell into that was a good situation for him, and now he's having to develop this whole team and build around it at that point. So I think this team will be this defense will be a lot better next year, especially if we get some added depth that are actually kind of proven outside of that. And I think with our NIL situation and Chad Bowden, I think we'll definitely be better. So yeah. So, but yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and go into the the halftime here. We do have some recruiting updates here with Guns. So go ahead and take control here, Guns. Give us what your is.
Yeah, so we've been keeping you updated on KDW, Kevin Dixon Wyatt. We were saying, right, there was a secret flip. Turns out he was the secret flip. And it was sounding good. As of now, it's not sounding great. We'll see again. Early signing periods the following Wednesday, not this upcoming Wednesday. So we'll see. It does sound like as of his game, after his game Friday, that he's going to be staying with Ohio State. But again, I think we all know recruiting things can change at a second. So just keeping you guys updated from what we're hearing from the On 3 and 247 guys is that it doesn't sound like he will ultimately flip. I think one of the things was, not saying this is the reason, but there's some factors on NIL. NIL basically on our end wouldn't be able to match Ohio State's. I'm not saying that's the reason why the kid is staying with Ohio State. Sounds like, again, it's more of the relationships with Henry and Hartline. But again, just on our side, we weren't able to match NIL from what we're hearing.
Yeah, and like I saw the number was it like 1.5 million it would have been estimated around.
Oh no, that's actually Chris Henry's. Yeah, so that's Chris Henry's. Yeah, he's definitely getting some money over there, 1.5 per year. But I didn't see anything about KDW, his exact numbers, but I'm sure it's pretty close.
And Brian Gray right now, our defense, total defense is 54th in the nation right now. So we went from 77th to 54. So that's a decent leap. Not a great leap or a good leap. It's a decent leap. So.
Oh, and then also something I wasn't going to bring up, but just kind of popped in my head. KJ Ford, right? There's somebody that we've talked in the past as well about possibly flipping. We said the A&M is kind of the leader. We've always also said that again that he's going to be visiting this weekend, UCLA. We'll keep you updated on that. So tune in Wednesday to get an update on if he will be officially visiting the Trojans.
Nice. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions in the chat about recruiting, please let us know here. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the third quarter here. Offensive and defensive standouts. We did have some standouts out there. So Guns, go ahead and give us your standouts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the easy one is Tanuk. I'm gonna go. And I know he had the personal foul, but Jacoby Lane. B Jones and I, we talked about right pregame on the previous show that he's gonna have a big game, and he showed up outside of that penalty. 6 catches, 108 yards. So shout out to him. And just a play in general. Was the pass from Lemon to Tanuk. Good thing it was in the rain, right, guys? But anyway, it was a great play. I'm glad we were able to convert it and be successful in it. Defensive player of the game. I mean, again, I'm gonna say Urlacher. Like I said in the defensive thoughts segment, is he probably wasn't supposed to be there, but he got the interception. He got it. He was flying around. Him and CP, man, they hit some guys. So got to shout Kenny Urlacher for coming in with the injuries.
All right. B Jones.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Tanuk did his thing, man. He had a career day, so got to roll Tanuk on the offensive side, but defensive, got to give it to KU as well, man. Like Dennis mentioned, but yeah, I mean, yeah, he wasn't supposed to be there, but he was, and he did make the play. So, but if you're gonna make a mistake, it better be like that, So,
Exactly. Yeah.
But outside of that, man, like you mentioned, it was all over the place, man. He's gonna be a very good player for us, man. I'm glad he got to get his game experience for leading into next year.
And defense?
Kenny Urlacher plays defense.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah. All right, roll.
I mean, offensive standout, I'll go with Tanuk. That's the obvious one, so I'll go with him. He had a great game. I think he's going to step up big for us next year with Makai Lemon more than likely leaving to the NFL this year. Defensive, honestly, I don't even remember a lot of the game. I try to forget that shit, to be quite frank with you. So, because the only one I can think of right now is Kennedy Urlacher, or I don't know. I want to say I kind of remember Devin Tompkins having a good game, but I'm not even sure. I don't even want to rewatch again, to be quite frank with you. So yeah, it's a blur right now. I can't remember much of on the defensive side.
Yeah, and let's see here. Sorry, I don't know why it's showing up. The format's kind of weird. You might have to turn to the side or whatever, so because it has a short, like a vertical broadcast for it, so you might have to turn your phone to the side. So I don't know what's going on with that. But offense, I know you guys all said Tanuk, but I'm also going to give a shout out to Jaden. He did his thing. He threw all over this defense, which was the number one passing defense in the nation. So, and we made their freshman All-American have one of his worst games in his time at Oregon. So, Jaden did his thing. I know people want to rag on him or whatever, but he did what he had to do. Like when it got to the point where we had to throw the ball, he was slinging it out there. And the interceptions, yeah, it sucks, but he was trying to make things happen when the run game wasn't there. And then for defense, yeah, it's kind of hard to point anything out. I mean, I guess Desmond Stevens led the team in tackles. He had a total of 17 tackles, so shout outs to that. But yeah, Kennedy Urlacher with his interception, even if it was a fluke or just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Shout outs to him for that interception. It gave us life for a brief moment as we were trying to claw our way back into it. So shout outs to that. And I guess the play of the I know we didn't talk about play of the games, but that stop on that 4th and 1, that was definitely good to see. I know some people want to say it was a first down, but hey, they stopped him on 4th and 1 when easily they've been gaining 5 yards. They were averaging 5 yards a carry. So shout outs to that play for that. Well, yep. All right.
We'll drop the link here shortly, fellas. Towards here in the fourth quarter.
But all right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and in the fourth quarter here, we have a question that I'm going to put in our chat, or not our chat, but in as a poll here, which I'm nervous too because I know this fan base here. But fourth quarter here, or do we have anything else that we want to say about the third quarter before we move on?
Good here.
B. Jones, you look like you're frozen. Oh, now you're back. Okay. All right. Well, let's go and move on to the fourth quarter here. So, is this a successful season if we go 9-3? So, I'm ready to see what the rest of the chat here says. But let's go ahead. I mean, I guess successful or may not be the best word for it, but would you be
passing grade, I guess.
Passing grade is a 9-3 a passing grade from what we were last year. So let's go ahead and start with we'll start with Raul for this one here.
Like I told you guys offline, like for me, it's not a successful season in terms of like what I think this team was capable of if we didn't experience those major injuries, especially the running back position. It really impacted us. King Miller has done his thing with not the elite teams in terms of like having an elite D line and whatnot. It would have been nice to have Waymo out there for the Notre Dame game for this Oregon game. I personally think he would have made a huge difference in terms of getting the running game going. At least, if it wasn't running, at least with like short passes and creating plays with his just athleticism. Overall, in terms of comparing it from last year to this year is obviously a success. A lot of fans and the media had USC going 7-5 or whatever that may be, and we're already more than likely we'll end up at 9-3 unless we have a debacle this next game. But I don't see that happening.
All right, and let's see here. Guns, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I mean, this is a passing season, a successful season. If we go 9-3 this next Saturday, you went out at home. Your losses are on the road. I understand. Again, the road is the big hurdle that we've been facing. But I think every season you would want to win out at home and obviously win some of the road games that you don't win. 2 of our 3 losses are playoff teams, whether you might not think they're playoff teams. Come playoffs, they will be in playoffs. Yes, the Illinois game is probably the one that hurts us the most. But again, from last year to this year, we were 6-6, 7-6 after the bowl game. We could be 10-3 after the bowl game. I think anybody would take 10 wins any time of the year, regardless of your situation, unless you're maybe an Ohio State, I guess. But we're not in Ohio State, right? I have a lot of championship level depth in this chat today. We're not there yet, obviously. I think we can all agree with that. 9-3 is a successful season. 10-3 with the bowl game is a successful season. And the last thing I'm going to say is a lot of people have been talking about, year four. Clay Helton's year 4, right? What was his record? Does anybody have a chance?
5-7.
Does anybody know? Yeah, 5-7. That's right. What's our year 4 record going to be? Oh, potentially 10-3. Yeah. So again, this whole comparison of Clay Helton and Lincoln is bogus. We are ascending. We are not declining, and we just need to continue to build on and get that championship level depth.
Yeah. And real quick, Jeff, I don't know why StreamYards does this, but they create 2 streams. one is a vertical and one is just one is vertical and the other one is not. I don't know why it does that, and I'm trying to figure that out on my end. But you might have to find the other. They should be back to back on YouTube, so you might be able to click on the next one. But B Jones.
Yeah, so I had us going 10-2 in that season, and honestly, if it wasn't for food poisoning, we would be at 10-2, right? That Illinois game was essentially a wash, man. I mean, no Lincoln downplayed it, but we've heard from all the parents, players, and everything else, man, that the food poisoning was a real deal. So take from that what you want, but either way, man. How many of us actually had us going to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs this year? Most people had us as 7-5 this year to be our record. It's funny because those are the same people who are talking about fire riding. So the man over your what you thought he was going to do this year, and you want him fired. Please make it make sense.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you know our fans are irrational.
It's annoying, man. It's retarded. But here's the thing, man. 9-3 is exactly where we want to be. As long as we can hold on to this recruiting class, right? It's a step up. It wasn't going to ever happen overnight, especially with the strategy that we're going with. You know, not portal heavy like some other teams are. We're building out of high school ranks and supplementing the portal. So that's going to take a little time, right? We knew that. So we're on the right track, man. I know everybody hates hearing it, but we are close, man. You know, and we're getting closer. We said this last year too, we're close, but you know what I mean? It is improving. The trajectory is up, and that's all we wanted out of this year. Well, any logical man wanted to see the trajectory going up. You know what I mean? So, and that's what we got this year. So as far as success, no. I mean, playoffs would have been a success, right? But I can't complain about 9-3.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this: would last year's team have had the same record that we had this year?
No.
And then
answer my question, Raul. Would last year's team have the same record that we have this year with the same schedule that we have?
I mean, you know the answer to that. It's definitely a no.
So yeah,
It's no.
So people are complaining. They were hoping that it would just be an instant 10-2, undefeated or whatever in national championship. Yes, it sucks that we lost to to Notre Dame, we lost to Oregon, and lost to Illinois. A lot of people also had us doing that. A lot of people also had us losing to Iowa. Some people had us lose to Nebraska. Last year's team, we would have lost to those teams. We had some close games. We would have lost those close games. We would have lost to Iowa. We would have lost to Nebraska. And, hey, there probably would have been another game that we probably should not have lost to, like Northwestern. We probably would have lost to Northwestern or Michigan State. So there would have been some of those games that we clearly should not have lost to, but we would have found a way.
And then
I don't want sorry, Raul, but I don't want to give PTSD to B. Jones, but Maryland. Minnesota.
For sure. And then to answer Talking Sports, he's like, my guys, how is 9-3? Well, we're always going to be when y'all pick us to win every week. I mean, we had the full confidence that our team could win every week. We have the talent. I feel like to win all of these games. We were in it on all these games, guys. It's not like we got blown out on any of these games. Like, we were in it with Notre Dame. We were in it with Illinois. We were in it here with Oregon.
Yeah.
We got self-inflicted wounds. Part of it is because we didn't have the talent in terms of the depth across the board on all the position groups, but we were in it in every single game.
Yeah.
And I predicted a 10-2 season record. Obviously would hope for a 12 like an undefeated season, right? But we were very close to getting it to 10-2. Illinois came at the end to beat us. And we had Oregon and Notre Dame. We gave them a really good fight. The score doesn't show doesn't really show it, but it was closer than what the score says.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that like we can see where some of like if we were to have some injuries at some key positions, like the games that we were without Kamari Ramsey definitely hurt. Like having Kamari out for Illinois and Oregon definitely hurt us at that point. So yeah, it definitely sucks. But other than that, like this, I would say that this was a successful season with going in 9-3 in regards to where we were last year. We've seen improvement in this team. We're seeing improvement, and that's all we can really ask for. Like none of us were expecting us to win the national championship this year. So as long as we're seeing improvement and not seeing regression, like I know you're not happy with it, but I'm optimistic about it. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's take a look at this chat here. Let's see what people are saying here. Actually, do I really want to read this chat? Because I'm already annoyed. I can just whatever. But anything else we want to say here before we want to try to open this up to the chat?
It's just like you know, yeah, sorry. Dave. I was gonna address him. Go ahead, B. Jones.
Yeah. So Oregon was beat the crap. But what were we then? We had as many. It was about as equal, man, when it comes to injuries.
Yeah, we were out our starting tackle, our starting center. We were out two of our safeties, especially one that's is tied for one of the most interceptions. And so we were definitely beat the shit on.
Not only that, but we were already thin on the secondary.
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah.
And then Prophet Brown to start the season. So,
our running backs.
Our two main running backs. Even our center went down. Our starting center went down for this game, and that impacted this game because, John Reed ended up hiking the ball way too high. That created a really long second or third down for us. That was a game changer.
He wasn't 100% either. So,
yeah.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, there was injuries on both ends, okay? We lost the game. It is what it is. Like, we're not making, like, super excuses saying, like, hey, if we had these people, we would have won or whatever. It's just we were all injured. The game played out how it was. It is what it is. We lost. Great. On to the next game. So... all right, let's go ahead and I guess we can open it up to the chat here. All right, let's get. If you guys want to get in here, we'll keep it open for at least 5 minutes or so, unless you guys want to get before we get out of here. So, all right, so go ahead and click on the link, and then we'll get you in.
Shout out to Cardinal and Bold.
Yeah.
And then with that being said, too, regardless of what happened, I like the fact that our team doesn't give up. They play to the last second. So regardless of what happened yesterday, they gave it a chance. Even being down 14 going into the second half with Oregon getting the ball, we got it to within a touchdown.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, not in the third quarter. We got it there with like 11 minutes left, so we were right in it, guys. So like for you guys to say that Oregon blew us out of the water, that's not true.
Yeah, I don't get why people are saying we got dominated.
Sure, did they run pretty much on us the entire game? Sure, I can agree with that, but they didn't run us out of the water. We were right there. So even with the mental mistakes that we had. Obviously Oregon has the more depth because they've been recruiting at a high level over these past few years, and Dan Lanning was giving a better situation in terms of roster that Riley got. So you guys keep to forget that.
Let's go ahead and get someone in here. So all right, we got our boy the Cardinal and Bold here. How's it going?
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
I just want to piggyback. Early on, you guys were talking about the transfer portal and Chad. Is it Bowden or Bowden? I want to say it right. I think it's Bowden.
Chad Bowden, I think.
Yeah, Bowden. So here's just my my first topic is, we've done very well in the transfer portal at the running back position, man. We've been really nailing that position.
Yeah.
But the one that throws me off is, man, the linebacker. We went into the portal and got the guy from Penn State, Robinson, and basically played him on special teams. I'm hoping we can get, someone to really fill in that gap to stop the run, man. I don't know if it's Division 2, 3. I don't know if it's a guy from Northwestern. But we need a number, that number 4 linebacker in Indiana, man. We need somebody who's just a beast.
Yeah.
A run blocker. You know what I mean? Just plug the hole, and all they care about, almost a fullback mentality. Because I agree. Someone mentioned about the D-line. Oh, yeah, the D-line got overpowered. Nah, I didn't see that. I watched the game. I watched it again and again. I didn't see that. I saw a lot of USC mishaps, self-inflicted wounds that made that score look a little bit wider. The best example of people not watching games is last year when Maeva was playing Notre Dame. He's driving against Notre Dame to potentially tie the game, throws the ball to Hudson. It could have been a PI. It wasn't called. The guy takes it pick 6. Now we get the ball again, and in desperation, he does another pick 6. If you're a casual football fan, oh my God, Notre Dame blew you guys out. Hell no. Did you watch the game? That game was super close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Desmond doesn't try to go commando for some odd reason and try to block this field goal, which is the most improbable way to block a field goal. Is that how you even if you wanted to block a field goal, you have to ask yourself, how are most field goals blocked? I would probably say from the corner or in the interior with a hand up. I don't see a lot of guys jumping over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Jumping, he's putting his hands on the lineman or whatever, so he doesn't even have his hands up before the ball is even kicked.
Exactly. So. He would have had the jump, then jump. Exactly. And then also from a football IQ point, he has to realize that a 44-yard field goal is a win for us.
Exactly.
That's a win, homie. That's a win. Yeah. And then he misses it. If we get that ball back, that's a potentially scoring drive.
Yeah.
We could have tied the game. So I don't want to hear none of this riffraff about these fans. First of all, I got a problem with a lot of the fans, and I'm going to address that on my own. But I be coming at the fans more than I come at haters from other teams.
Yeah,
I'm more mad at USC so-called fans than Ducks and Huskies and all these people. Some of I don't know what's going on, but so yeah, that's one topic.
I know what it is. They're fourth generation alumni. That's what I've been told. Man. That's what it is. That's what I was told, that they're 4th generation alumni, so they can bitch and complain about any little thing that happens.
I agree with you, man, because there's something missing, man. There's something missing. I agree with I believe Raul mentioned it. If we had Waymo, man, if we run for 1 yard, if we average 1 yard a carry, if Waymo's playing, and even if we average 2.8, that's still better for Maeva. Maeva needs a running game. You know what I mean? He can't.
And
yeah, man.
And then I would say you're right on that, man. Because I was saying, oh yeah, but we need our O-line to open up the holes for the running back. Like Waymo is the type of running back that he'll create something out of nothing.
Exactly.
And even if it, like you said, even if it's at 2.8. That makes a huge difference, especially with Waymo being able to be a receiving running back as well.
They're a great example of that, Raul, is we can put on the Michigan tape. There was a lot of runs that Waymo had where there was no hole, and Waymo made it work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's it, man. I don't have too much time, but, I just want to piggyback on some of your guys' points. I really want us to take it out on New UCLA. Let's just run them into the dirt. And from a selfish standpoint, I was hoping the Holiday Bowl would pop off so I can go. But I saw that, B. Jones. I saw you laughing, B. Jones. But I saw something about El Paso Bowl or maybe BYU.
Alamo Bowl.
Alamo Bowl. My bad. Alamo Bowl. Yeah, Alamo Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you hopping in here. And I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name?
The Cardinal and Bold.
Okay.
Cardinal and Bold. Hey, I'll reveal some stuff later on, dude. I'm just gathering intel because I'm going at all these haters. Hey, if there's a hater, you send me at him. I'm going out.
All right, man. We really appreciate your support there, Cardinal and Bold. And
yes, as always.
All right, man.
I know.
All right, we got our boy Trojan Dale in here. How's it going, Trojan Dale?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, so how we feeling over here?
I don't really feel that bad that we lost. I don't think many of us expected us to win. I thought we had maybe a 20% chance, 25% chance to win. But I'm actually a little bit regretting. I feel bad about the Illinois game. I thought that was our path to the playoffs. But I do see the positives. I've been Lincoln Riley, one of his biggest critics. But after that Iowa game, after what he did in Nebraska, Iowa, Michigan, I definitely see an improvement from last year. So the 9-3 is good with me. But and you know what? I think this is not going to be a popular stance from most of USC fans. And I wouldn't have said this before, but I've been really thinking about the recruiting and looking at our recruiting classes the last few years. And I think that, honestly, I don't even mind if we give Riley 2 more years because we have the number 1 recruiting class next year, and we need another cycle. It's kind of like drafting players, right? You're not going to expect them to be good right away.
Yeah.
So I think he deserves 2 years, honestly. That's kind of where I'm at with that. So I support Riley for the next 2 years, see what he does. I'm just thinking what you guys thought about, like, some of those things. Like, I know analytics, someone was saying, like, analytics says to go for the 2-point.
Yeah, that's what
I hate fucking analytics. I hate analytics.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that he would have gone just for the extra point.
Yeah, I would have gone for the extra point myself.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like sometimes, I don't know what you guys think, and I definitely agree with B. Jones about the discipline. Watching Utah as many times as we have the last few years in the Pac-12, seeing their disciplined team, seeing Iowa. I just don't know. I don't know about recruiting classes, what that's going to do for our discipline. You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm also a little bit worried, but I know Lincoln Riley's learning. He's a young coach, so he is learning. But I'm wondering what you guys think. Like, sometimes I feel like he panics during those away games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With some of these play calls.
He tries to do too much. I feel like he tries to be extra cute with his play calling, and sometimes that it'll work out just like that Makai Lemon one. Like he wanted redemption on that one, so he got it, but it could have been bad too at the same time. So, but luckily it worked out in our favor at that point. So I get what you're saying.
And Trojan Dale, what's the biggest position group we've missed out on recruiting these past few years?
In my opinion, the past few years, I think it's been lineman and linebacker, to be honest with you.
So, and I would say even more on the linebacker position group.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's definitely some linebackers I was hoping that we'd have by now, but
Hold on, man.
I definitely go ahead.
Oh, quick, bro. Real quick. Just going back to Raul said about the field goal. I know I didn't hear him say that he would have kicked a field goal.
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
No.
I've given up on it, B. Jones.
What's that?
I've given up on it at this point. I don't even ask anymore.
Good. I'm just gonna kick it whenever you guys aren't expecting it. And that's it.
Yeah, that's fine. that's fine. I hope that happens. I'll believe it when I see it.
I just want to go back to the analytics conversation. I don't mind it because we're on the road. right? We're on the road. We're trying to beat a team that is, frankly, better than us. So I don't mind it. I understand I understand both sides and just going for the extra point and then living for the set down 7. But if you're able to get that extra point, you're down 6, and if you're able to get a stop and then get another touchdown, you're up.
Fuck that analytics, man. Honestly,
Well, like
in my opinion, you go for that field goal because you keep it within a touchdown and just the extra kick. If we tie the game, right, depending on how much time left, at that point, Lincoln Riley could decide, okay, do we go for the win or do we go for the tie?
well, see, the thing about it is though, like I appreciated Lincoln Riley's aggression when it came to some of the like going 4th and 9, going 4th and whatever. He was trying to win, and I get that he was trying, but sometimes you got to get that field goal. But I get what like our offense, like we can score at any time. I feel like regardless of.
But my question is this for you guys, for the 2-point conversion. Again, let's say you get what would you rather basically going into overtime tied on the road in Eugene, or winning by 1 as the time expires? Let's say that was the situation, right? Again, what would you rather have?
See,
you can make that decision in the second touchdown. Like if we say that we're tied the game, right? We can either go for the tie or go for the win. Just stay within a regular touchdown to just keep that momentum going.
This goes back to the whole situation with Lincoln Riley scoring early, like against Illinois. Like that's the same kind of question that we're having right now in that same situation. Right now, like it's kind of the same scenario. It's a what if situation. He's trying to win, and I'm not criticizing him. I just what I would have done, but he's the coach. He's done, like our offense is great because of him. So I'm not going to overly criticize him because we're doing great on offense. So.
Yeah, I just thought that I definitely agree. I think I'm with Raul on this. Like, I just think that at the last moment, yeah, you're in Eugene, you go for the 2-point conversion, that's fine. But at that moment when you're down 2 possessions, I was like, and we had momentum. I feel like it could kill momentum a little bit. You know what I mean? Like not getting it. Now you're down, a little bit more. But you know what? I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just had one more question for y'all.
Yeah.
I know, Mayava is a hell of a play. Like, the way that what Lincoln Riley's done with Mayava from last season to this season, there's no complaints. Great player. He leaves it all on the line. But I just was wondering about what you guys thought. I mean, he's probably going to be a 2nd or 3rd rounder, I think. And which means I think there's an opportunity for him to come back financially too. You know what I mean? With NIL. And I'm wondering what would happen with Longstreet. What do you guys think?
I don't think it would have much of an effect on Longstreet. I don't think Longstreet is the type of guy that where he doesn't understand.
Yeah, like I think he knows where he's at with his ability with his offense, but like I don't know. It's definitely going to be one of those things that we're going to have to worry about after the season. Right now, like I think that's kind of something down the line because I don't know what to think at this point when it comes to who if he should come back or not. That he's a good quarterback. He's done a lot. He's really improved from last year. So like whether he goes or not, I think he'll be ready at the next level. But I just think it would benefit him if he came back too.
Yeah, I disagree. I think next year, if he comes back next year, it'll be for.
But if you're gonna be a high draft pick, you should take that as well. Like, because look at what happened with Matt Barkley. He had the potential to come back, and he could have been a high draft pick and had a great, or who knows what kind of season he would have had. But who knows? But either way, I think he does come back regardless. But it's just going to be interesting because Hassan Longstreet. I know what you said, B. Jones, but you never know. Some people may want to have that time, have that chance to start.
Yeah, Longstreet doesn't come off as a guy that is gonna leave or whatever the case may be. So I'd rather have Jaden stay, get another year experience. and then again I want this QB room to just develop more and stay like like it just seems like the last few years we've just been churning quarterbacks, right? And so like I truthfully we only have 2 quarterbacks. You could say we have 3, but in reality we have 2 quarterbacks in that room, right?
Yeah.
If Maeva comes back next year, we'll have 3 quarterbacks. Like I think that's good from a longevity perspective. So
Yeah.
Hey guys, I appreciate the show, man. Great show, guys. Fight on.
Appreciate it, Trojandale. All right, we got our boy Josh Gates. How's it going, Josh?
What up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Appreciate you
doing
waiting in line there, man.
All good, man. Over here eating these cookies. I'm good. I just wanted to say, man, I'm not even going to get into like the plays and like all that stuff. I kind of called it from the beginning. Like we probably won't win this game because we just haven't been good on the road. I want to say there's positives in all this. Tanuk Hines going crazy yesterday, showing that he's got that dog in him. He's unbelievable. I heard someone else say that he's a Biletnikoff winner and he will win the Biletnikoff, and 100% you could see it in his eyes. He played his ass off yesterday and made some incredible plays. Also, I want to say to these people out here talking on Lincoln and Jaden and stuff, Jaden played a pretty damn good game. The O-line wasn't doing that great, especially with run blocking, but we've pieced everything together all year. We're down to our 4th running back, walk-on running back. We're down to walk-on O-lineman. I think Lincoln's done a great job. So does he have dumbass play calls once in a while? Like 100%. But every coach does. I saw Kirby Smart make a dumb play call, dumb move. So I think we need to chill out and take this for what it is. Also, these people saying Lincoln's had on year number 4. Correct, he is on year number 4, but he's on year number 2 with Jen Cohen. Jen Cohen has came in and given him all the tools to be great. He didn't have it with Bone. So, the new athletic director, plus the NIL rules actually changed 2 years ago, and we got him in cement. So people got to chill out and start giving him some respect. We don't need to fire him. We don't need to fire Deanton Lynn. None of that. We just need to chill. We got the number 1 recruiting class coming in. We're about to have the number 1 27 class coming in, guys. They're going to fall like dominoes. So,
yeah. And this is his first year with an actual GM. So
100%. People are tripping. Getting Chad Bowden from Notre Dame. I know we paid him like $700,000 more a year, but that was really specific because he's the best, and we could see it. We went 6-6 in regular season.
I think we got an NFL scout on the chat, guys. Because apparently he knows what round or that Maaba's not gonna get drafted.
Yeah, I think Jaden's coming back, guys. I also think Lane's coming back too. So I don't think.
But what I'm saying is like they're saying that Jaden wouldn't get drafted this year. If he enters the draft, he'll get drafted. He's projected on some mock drafts to go as early as the 1st, 2nd round from what I've seen. But I don't think that will come to fruition.
Marcos again. Say Maeva is not draftable. This guy. What? How is Maeva not draftable?
I know. That's just what I'm saying. We have an NFL scout here, guys.
Oh yeah, you're making around with the jokes. Yeah, I don't even listen to what that guy says anymore. But no, Maeva's definitely draftable. But he needs another year with Lincoln. What do you guys think about? You guys think Lane's coming back?
Jacoby?
Yeah,
I think so. I think he'll want to come back to be a for sure 1st rounder. Yeah. I think he's got the talent to do it. I think another year will definitely help his draft stock. In terms of playing into a 1st round pick, especially because he's gonna be the main guy next year.
Yeah, him and
he needs to stay
as well. Yeah.
Him and Tanuk together will be crazy. And also, let me understand this right about Waymon Jordan. So I know he won't be back this year, but he played 2 years in JUCO, but they just transferred that. They just made that rule last year that made DeCarlos Nicholson eligible. Yeah. Does Waymon Jordan actually have 4 years of eligibility?
He has eligibility left.
Yep.
Technically, yes, but the rule with the draft is just 3 years post high school. So after this year and in future years, he can leave whenever. So yes, he's got the eligibility because of the new rule, but he can still say deuces.
I think if he came back next year, that would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's coming back 100%. Well, I think we really miss him. Lincoln Riley really missed our running backs. I think it showed yesterday. And then, the thing with our D-line, I'm not even going to get into that. I saw guys get pushed back 7 yards. Crazy. I will say, Luke Wayful, have you been following him? He's got 3 sacks. And then Jamarian Winfield from Texas.
Damian, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Damian, Tom,
and we just have a whole D-line coming in next year. And I hope Deonton will play these young guys. I hope he's not scared to play. I know we had to play Keyshawn Silver. I know we had to play a couple of these guys because we paid them a lot. But I hope next year is we need to get those young freshmen in there because that Winfield guy, he's going to be crazy good. You're not blowing him back 5 yards off the ball.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll go ahead.
So look at Floyd Bacard and Thanos.
Floyd is going to be a lot better.
Where was your team last night?
He was up there.
He was out there. Just he was.
Someone's got to get his snap count because he's been the only D lineman we have to get in the backfield on a regular basis, and I just didn't see him out there yesterday. So I don't know what was going on over there.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say before?
I'm good, brother. I appreciate you guys. Later, guys.
You there, Josh.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
Right on.
All right, we got one more in here.
Bring him.
What's going on, Marcos?
What's up, man? Nobody wants to. Last caller said he doesn't listen to me anymore, but it's okay. I've only been right since week 1, man.
How so?
I don't know. Week 1, I believe it was on USCJ's podcast.
I bet it was.
Said, "Yep." Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yep, I said number 1, our D line was weak. I was told, no, we're getting all these stats, and our stats are crazy. And I said, well, look at the competition. Nobody listened. I said Maava's not that great of a quarterback, and he's not. Let's not lie to ourselves. We all love the same team, but the on-field results speak for themselves. He's not. Look at his touchdown to interception ratio. He's not. He's just not. And I was given stats for Maava about how he's on par with Caleb Williams, and I said no. Again, we've played really bad competition. I don't see the same things. I mean, even in the beginning of the year, he had like 3 or 4 dropped picks, like 3 games in. Come on, guys. And then
Marcus,
again, go ahead.
Yeah. How'd you feel about Sam Darnold?
I thought Sam Darnold was the GOAT. He's my favorite USC quarterback ever.
So
He had the same issues.
Sam Darnold was the GOAT, throwing 14 picks while he was here.
Look at his touchdown to interception ratio. What is Maava? A 2-to-1? With like 6-7 drops on the year for picks? I mean, more than that probably. It's not even comparable, bro. It's really not, man.
Have you played ball?
Yeah.
You played ball?
Yeah, in high school. And I want to give you guys another stat for those who are apologizing for Lincoln. ASU made the college football playoffs 2024. Their average recruiting rankings 4 years before that was 50. I'm tired of hearing this Jen Cohen. It's really year 2. It's not, bro. Come on, dude. Stop. We got to stop, man. Stats speak for themselves. Lincoln got creamed in every single college football playoff he played at Oklahoma.
I don't want to hear that, man. That's in the Big 12.
Marcos.
It's just the truth.
Marcos, I'll be honest with you, man. You're sounding like a hater right now with my album, man.
No, I'm just giving you the facts. He's not a USC caliber quarterback. He's just not. That's okay.
NFL scouts would disagree with you. He's projected to get drafted, and if he stays another year, he's gonna be better.
My brother, I will side bet you $100 that Maava is not drafted in the first 2 or even 3 rounds. He's not gonna. Dude, look at his stats. What about him's draftable?
You just said that. Marcos, hold on. You just said that he's not NFL talent, so you're basically saying he won't get drafted. That's what you're saying.
I don't think he's ready this year.
Because he's got the arm.
I would much rather Lincoln give him a nudge out, bro.
I want him
think
to stay another year, and I think he will because I think he knows that he can benefit another year under Riley and improve his his QB play. But Mayavas has the talent to be a QB quarterback in the league, man.
Why? Okay, let me ask you something, bro. Again, let's all understand something. We all love USC, and we don't really need to be divided. We can have a difference in opinion. That's okay. But what is it about Mayava that makes it? Okay, his touchdown and interception ratio is terrible. He
Yeah,
throws in
so
it.
let's talk.
You saw,
Let's talk
yeah.
about that. So I'm glad you brought that up. So you say Darnold is your goat, right? He was 2.6% interception percentage. This year alone, Maeva is 2.3. So I mean, I don't understand
You said
the
Donald was
hate
what?
where it's coming from.
You said Donald was what again? What was Donald's percentage? I'm sorry, you kind of cut out.
So Darnold's was 2.6
And,
and Maeva's is 2.3.
and what year exactly are you speaking about, man? Are you
I'm
talking
talking
career?
this year. So this year Maeva's 2.3%, and Darnold's last one is actually 2.7. I was giving you a 0.1 of a benefit there.
Oh, it's
But yes,
2.7 at
yeah. So
USC.
2.7 versus 2.3. I would say 2.3 is a little
Wait,
bit better,
stop for a second.
but
2.7 at USC.
correct at USC. Yep.
What year are we talking here, bro?
So I'm looking
Regardless,
at 2017. So 20. If you want to compare 2016, he was at 2.5%. At the end of the day, Maeva this year is better than Darnold's 2 years at USC.
No. Stop that, man. It's like you guys saying Darnold is comparable to Caleb Williams just because he was beating up
We're
on
not we're
Georgia's.
not even trying to hate
Bro,
on Sam Darnold. We're only bringing up Sam Darnold because you
You
bro.
said
said
that
Sam
about
Darnold's your
Mayava,
goat,
and
so
Sam
we're
Darnold's your
comparing your
goat.
goat to
And
Maeva.
we're just trying to prove to you that Mayava is NFL caliber, NFL QB caliber player.
Okay. Let me just ask you this then, brother. What about Mayava is NFL caliber? Give me one trade. Give me three. Give me two. Give me three trades.
His arm alone will
Okay, there's
get
a bunch of
scouts to
guys with
look at
strong
him.
arms. What about him is NFL? Are you talking about his decision making? He's doing a double coverage, triple coverage all night last night. What
he's gonna
Well,
about
I
have
him?
don't
to, he's
know.
gonna have to
I
do
mean,
that in the NFL.
What are we talking about here, guys? What skill set does he have that's NFL caliber?
He
A
has the
strong arm?
size, he has the arm, he's being
Come on,
coached by
guys.
Lincoln Riley, and he has the mobility. He can get out of. He has great escapability as well. He can escape
He doesn't
pressure.
even use his legs. That's the problem.
Marcos. I'm not no NFL scout, so you don't have
no,
to take my word, man. Go with the NFL scouts are the ones projecting this, man.
We'll
It's
see
not
where
us.
he gets drafted. He's not even drafted. I promise you, bro, he won't go in 3 rounds. I promise you that. I will come back here. I'll eat all the crow you want, bro. Fix me up a nice bowl. I'm telling you, it's not gonna.
So
Dude,
so
come on.
show your face in and give me your social, so
Show
I
my
know who
face,
you
brother.
are. Then show your face. Give me your socials because I show my face all the time, and I want to see you come back next year to see if he gets drafted or not.
Bro, I'll
And
be
if you
back
get
here.
drafted,
I'll be
I'll put a
back here
thousand
next year,
bucks on
brother.
it if you want.
I'll
Put a
come back.
thousand bucks in if you
How often
want.
do you guys light this thing up, man? I'll come back for sure. But we still haven't.
I'm
We'll
telling
get.
you,
We'll get to
show
that. But
your
we have not
face.
addressed. We have not
Come
addressed
on,
the
show your
fact that
face, man.
we have
Show your
not
face and
addressed
give
the
me your
fact.
socials.
So does QBR matter to you at all?
Man, listen, bro. I honestly can tell you right now, you could throw up all these different things that you guys were saying, not you guys per se, but most of the fans were saying in the beginning of the year, oh my God, he's having a better season than Caleb. I didn't see that. I saw a guy consistently throwing into double coverage, having so many dropped picks. Last night, it was the same thing. You guys are literally ignoring what you saw last night, which is the guy just threw it up in the air almost every pass. I mean, triple coverage, double coverage. He's just throwing it up.
But Sam Darnold was a similar quarterback, man. Like
Hold
I don't
Not even
if you're
close,
gonna be
bro.
on,
Not
bro.
even close, bro. Come on,
Sam
dude.
Darnold was a
Mayava
gunslinger, and
and Darnold were
Like
nowhere
I
near each
love
other, bro.
Sam, but there were some mistakes that he had as well. Like
Bro.
he's thrown some boneheaded interceptions as well. So
I'm not saying Sam didn't. I'm not saying Sam didn't. I said Sam was my favorite quarterback. Sam had way more intangibles. His decision making was far better than Mayava. You guys can't even tell me what traits Mayava has. You can't say decision making because we all know he throws in a double coverage. You can say he has a strong arm. You can say he has measurables because he's 6'3", He doesn't use his legs. We all seen it all year. The guy could have picked up so many first downs and helped our running game. He doesn't use his legs. He'd rather sit in the pocket, take a sack, or throw into double coverage.
He leads the team in rushing touchdowns.
Bro, come on, dude. What is his rushing yard? Come on, bro. You saw it
But
even
he
last
leads the
night.
team in rushing
Plenty of
touchdowns.
times the guy holds the
So
ball.
he used his legs to get rushing touchdowns. Did he not?
My brother, I'm not saying he hasn't ran in for a touchdown. He has run in for a touchdown. That's absolutely true.
So then
But
what are you
what I'm
saying? He doesn't use his legs if he's rushing for touchdowns.
Okay, I'll tell you, brother. What I'm trying to explain to you is during games, especially games where our rushing game is suffering, a la Notre Dame or even yesterday, there are so many opportunities for Maeva to run the ball when the pocket breaks down. He doesn't do it.
How often did Sam really do that?
All the time, bro. There's a first. Come on, dude. Are we kidding? I mean, how old are you, bro? Did you watch?
Marcos, since you say that all the time, then give me what was Sam Darnold's stats at USC then? So you say that he does it all the time.
I mean,
because we want to talk
after
facts.
we end the call. After I get off of here, I'll post him in the chat for you. I'm just not going to waste everyone's time by looking. You can look him up. Sam Darnold had really good stats at USC, man. What did he led us against Penn State in the Rose Bowl, man? Come on, bro. Nothing.
Maeva has done a lot himself, man.
Bro. You must be a good friend of his or something, man. Come on, Maeva.
I guess so, if you say so, man. I mean, you must be a Maeva. You sound like a hater, not me, man. I'm not even hating on Darnold. Sam's a GOAT too. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, all I'm saying is Maeva's not really a USC caliber quarterback, and that's just the truth.
You're crazy. You're crazy. All right. You're entitled to your opinion. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a reason why you're alone in it, man. But
I'm not though. I'm not. It's just you got apologists like yourselves who are forgiving towards subpar play.
I know what I see. I've critiqued. Did you not watch the rest of the show? I said where he went wrong in the game. We said every time.
But he's done this consistently all year.
Not perfect, but he's better than anything that we've had in the last couple of years. Outside of Caleb Williams.
Oh man, listen, dude. I'll tell you. Okay, one more thing. Here's the craziest part. Let me tell you guys something. Here's how much of a bonehead Lincoln Riley is. Lincoln Riley passed on what was his name? Will Howard, who ended up going to Ohio State to win the national championship, so he could keep Miller Moss, only to bench him to start Maeva, who threw up nothing but picks all last season.
I guess we all.
I'm just saying, those are facts, sir. They're facts. That's just the facts.
Man, the facts were the entire fan base wanted Miller Moss. I don't know what you're talking about, Will Howard. And is Will Howard? What is Will Howard doing right now? What is Will Howard doing right now?
I don't know, but he won a national championship last year at Ohio State.
Sure, but that's not just on him though. That's the entire team. What do we do? We benched the quarterback. What round did Will Howard get drafted? You tell me.
Bro, we benched the quarterback that we passed on a national championship.
Marcos, answer my question. At what round did Will Howard get drafted?
I wouldn't know that off the top of my head, man. I don't know. What can you tell me? I don't know.
He went undrafted.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sixth round, I think.
Sixth round.
National championship.
I think so.
Okay. So
Marcos,
listen to this here, real quick here. So Sam Darnold rushed 75 attempts. And he net 82 yards rushing. And Maeva has run 47 times and 140 yards. So he runs the ball.
Yeah, man. No. Yeah,
he can get yards. He's gotten yards.
That's the problem. He can absolutely do it. He doesn't do it. He can absolutely. He can do it. He doesn't.
Sam Darnold has lost 225 yards in his last season at USC, and Maeva has not lost, or he's lost 93 yards when he rushes. So
why are you using one of his worst year? Why don't you put up the year that he beat Penn State?
In 2017 to 16 or 16 to 17, which is that year, he rushed 250 yards for 62 attempts, and he only scored 2 rushing touchdowns.
What was his passing stats? And let's keep it a buck. Sam Darnold wasn't. I mean, he could run the ball. He wasn't a true dual threat, but he did.
Passing here. Let's see here. Out of 13 games, he had 9 interceptions for 3,086 yards. That was the year that he.
No. What's his touchdown? What's his touchdown? Because we were talking about touchdown to interception ratios. Don't leave that out.
This one doesn't have it here from the app from the website I'm using. He had 31 touchdowns, And then
9 picks. What does
Huh?
my have a 20? What does my have a 20 for like 11 right now? Come on, bro. It's not even comparable. I
Let's
can't even
see
believe
here.
you guys compared Maeva to Sam Darnold. That's ridiculous. Sam Darnold, who's lighting it up for the Seahawks right now, is crazy. It's ridiculous.
All right, Marcos. I mean, we appreciate you
No,
coming to the
fair,
show,
boy.
man, but we don't want to continue with
Ridiculous.
this conversation at this point, man.
I know we don't like to talk. Honestly, I know.
Yeah. No one
Okay,
talk
okay, yeah. This guy, man.
Marco.
What an
This is-
end to the show, boys.
Yeah. Because someone always feels like they have to be right, I guess, but whatever.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, man. So I guess that's going to conclude it, right?
Yeah. Let's
Everybody else
go.
hungry?
Unless we have someone that actually wants to come in here and actually have a productive conversation. So, but
Yeah, man.
other than that, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm sure you'll see him on some other channels here, but appreciate Trojan, Dale, Cardinal and Bold, Josh Gates for being in here. So we really appreciate you guys. So we're going to get
We
out of
appreciate
here.
Marcos as well. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he's. I don't know what he's on.
loaded.
Shout out to USCJ. He's locked in the sauce, man.
All right, we'll be back on Wednesday for the UCLA pregame. Or Guns, did you want to talk about who won this week? Actually,
Oh yeah, real quick. Raul did win this week. He gained
okay.
1 game, so now he is down 6 games.
Who's
BC
last?
did come. Yeah, BC came in last this week. So now you're down 3
Loser!
games.
You're a loser!
So-
are you feeling sorry
Wait.
for yourself? Well, you should be,
So,
because
yeah.
you are hurt. You make me sick, you big baby!
So tune in Wednesday. There's going to be a lot of picks different. You know, BC's going to try to not come in last. I'm sure Raul's going to try to come in first.
We should
So
not have
tune
let
in
him
Wednesday.
change his pick to Pittsburgh. Yeah, because actually, you know what? We should have allowed him to change it back to Georgia Tech when he wanted to change it back.
I know, right? We should.
Because he was flip flopping over here.
He was like, oh snap.
All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get out here. We really appreciate everyone here, and Christen, we miss you here. So if you see this, come back, please. But, all right, everyone. Until next time, keep the torch burning bright. As always, fight on.
Fight on.
There's Raul.